mortals, it's Friday. You made it. You're here. You're at WizWorld Live, Earth's most magical talk show. And I could not be more glad to see you. Folks are already popping up. The chat's already going. Steve O Sweatshirt re-upping his sub 15 months. Incredible. Damn. Thank you, Steve. If you don't watch Steve Trek, tomorrow I think you should watch Steve Trek. You might recognize a certain someone on the show, but it's always worth watching on Saturdays over on Steve O Sweatshirt's channel. Lollabotomy is here. So good to see you, Lollabotomy. Frank re-upping his sub. Photobomb re-upping their sub. Hype train to begin the show. And I couldn't be more hype if I was going to go down today. We're at a new place. We've been called to investigate this castle. And they're paying us, so we're going to really, make sure we investigate very thoroughly as much as we can out of it. Crinkly Fig re-upping their sub. Thank you so much. Photomom's here. A Ghost Bro is here. Dave McDougal's here. Good to see you. Photomom's in Colorado, home of Cynthia Weatherwax's favorite brew. Now, unprecedented early hype train. I'm trying to rush through the intro as quick as we can. Give me some hype. With me, as always, on this hype train called life, is the one and only evilest bastard I've ever known. Horrible, cannibalistic necromancer. He hates summer, but he loves doing the show, and I love him. Please check out for Soren Summersbane.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Amorns. I really appreciate it.
Summersbane, how do we honor this hype train this early in the show?
Oh, God.
Thank you, Murakami. Thank you, Frank.
I'm open to suggestions from the chat. I'd love to hear what they want to hear. Well, they want to see, obviously.
I mean,
last time we did you a musical on bread.
Part of the Wizard's bread.
The Wizard's bread. So I'd be interested in doing another musical or going into Act 2 of Wizard's bread.
Act 2 of Wizard's bread. Everyone's favorite act of a musical, Act 2.
We've already established everything, and then now we've introduced the main conflict. Act 2 is where we're going to go down.
Through the conflict.
Exactly. Act 3 is where we have come back changed, and we've tilted a little bit. And Act 3 is kind of putting everything together. So things get worse in Act 2. I think maybe an ergot outbreak.
Ooh, an ergot. Well, so okay. I'll say, in my original vision for Wizard's bread, I was thinking that because I was so annoyed with the townsfolk who were not helping me grind the wheat or bake the bread, just wanted to eat the bread, that I would poison the bread.
Okay, all right.
And then we'd have to go to hell and resurrect the town as an apology for poisoning the bread out of my sort of vague rage about nobody helping me.
Okay, so the end of Act 1 is you've poisoned the bread, so you've gone full heel. Act 1.
Goodbye, Bakery Road.
Yeah, that's it. Elton John's, we've already got.
Yeah, we'll just do.
Elton John's in here. He comes out in a beautiful full panoply, but he's also the embodiment of the poison that you killed him. So he's going through town, touching them, saying goodbye, gently Albert Road, as they kind of fall over and die in a drug-induced hallucinogenic death.
And we should just call the town Yellow Brick Road, and then we don't have to even change the song.
That's exactly right, and it's legally distinct.
Right, well, yeah, because it's the town.
Which is not that Yellow Brick Road. It is singing about this location.
Goodbye, Yellow Brick Town. And then, ooh, ooh. I didn't sign up for you. Lullaby, this beautiful. Am I crying? I don't know. This is only Act 2. If you're crying at Act 2, just imagine how Act 3 is gonna go. It'd be incredible. So then Elton John comes up and tries to cut my face, but I'm a wizard. I can't be poisoned, even though I've been realizing during the song what I've done, right? And I end it surrounded by the bodies of the townsfolk and the haunting, quavering voice of Ergot John.
My name is Ergot John.
And then he's pulled up into the rafters. And I look up and I look down and what have I done? Okay, right. And then Act 2. This is when you come into the show,
right?
Because now I have to fix this. And so I come to you looking for advice.
So, okay, I think we've kind of come into the rock opera portion of the show.
Oh yeah, so
because
now
I'm in my
your
sick
big
ass, like, you're like, I gotta find a way to make this right.
Yeah.
There's only one person who who is come back from the dead and deals with, and I'm the necromancer, mancer for money, and one thing this is my kind of like Ursula song, right? So like you're in my cave, I'm kind of doing like, you want to go to the other side kind of thing, and I'm like, we're gonna have to have a little bargain here, my friend. So what is it you're gonna give up in order to go down into hell and come back? I'll be your Virgil, and we're gonna go down into hell.
Can you do just a little more of the necromancer song?
I'm your necromancer, romancer for money. Do what you want me to do. I'm your necromancer, necromancing for money.
That's what I need.
And your body will do.
My body?
You want to raise a body, gonna raise it with necromancy. You're gonna put some people, gonna sew them together haphazardly. You wanna raise an army, and you don't want to have to feed. You're gonna need a body, and that's when you come right to me, because I'm your necromancer, romancer for a couple bars of that.
Yeah, okay. Incredible. I can't believe you did the whole verse.
I could do more.
No other show like this on Twitch. Tell your friends they have to. This show. Don't even bother watching someone streaming. I don't know, Checkers Deluxe for 12 hours.
So in order for you to go into hell and then get down and like pull your people back.
The hype train ended.
Oh. I had so much.
Thank you for the bits, for the subs, for the Murakami, Frank, Crinkly Fig, Steve-O Sweatshirt. Thank you all so much. Maybe as we get more hype trains, we can pass a lot more of it. If the hype train goes longer, that's more of it.
That's true. We can't give away the whole thing. At the end of it,
gotta leave them wanting something.
That's right.
Whew, well, what a start! I predicted as usual. Once Bel-Cash-Zzar is on the show gets insane, and he is one of our guests tonight. He'll be here later in the show. A new episode of the Moneyverse of Madness. A new session of Econ 666. Gonna lay down some thoughts on recession, and folks, there is a secret word in play during Bel-Cash-Zzar's segment. The secret word is recession. So when you hear that during his segment, make sure to really go nuts in the chat. And
is it like Pee-wee's Playhouse where we all go?
Yes.
Ah!
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely. Sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. A Ghost Bros got it. Yeah, freak out. Use the emotes. We will. The Bel-Cash-Zzar email was not approved in time for this, but it should be soon after this. There is new Bel-Cash-Zzar merch. The shirt's been updated. There's phone cases. I'm sure he will hawk all of this during his segment. But
I would hope so.
We're also going to hear from Cynthia Weatherwax. This is Earth's most magical talk show, and I think we have eaten up all of our intro banter time allotment. Lolly says we drink the poison Kool-Aid when the secret word is said. We can't advocate for that on here, but if that's a message you saw in the Discord and you all plan together as a group, who are we to stop you? We'll be right back. Yeah.
Kill himself.
No. We would never tell you. No. You should not kill yourselves.
Great.
Just saying. If they'd already planned it.
Look at your nails.
What?
Sure.
What could we do? All right. But we're taking a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with a wonderful new monologue from our old pal Cynthia Weatherwax. So don't go anywhere. Enjoy these ads. We'll be right back.
Greetings, Seeker. If you can hear this, that means you're the exact right kind of person I want to invite to join my new coven. Together we will forge a future of power. The power to shop at Costco without a Costco membership. If this sounds glorious to you, head out to the nearest field at 2 a.m. Bring $1.50, for our first mission is to get a hot dog. See you there, Seeker, if you dare.
Hello, I'm Irma. I've used my savings to buy this ad time to issue a public service announcement to the young people of today. Don't let them stop you. I know the world looks bleak. I know a lot of folks my age are trying to hold you down and pass mean laws, but don't let them stop you. And I really hope this message especially reaches the ears of my good friend, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Don't let them stop you. Oh, Prince, glory shall be yours. Don't let them stop you. Irma's just a big fan of Mohammed bin Salman.
MBJ, man.
MBJ?
Yeah, Mohammed bin Salman. Oh, what is that? I think MBJ. MBS. All right. Anyway.
So it's like, MBJ. Mohammed bin Salman. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
I lost me straight.
Yes, very odd ads. Just wait until you see the second ad block. It's
great.
It's one ad.
Just one ad.
Just one ad. Right. There was not enough room in the block for more. And also, we don't usually pre-screen the ads, but Irma also had one aimed at someone she called Dr. Theodore Kaczynski, and I said that seems like too far. So just Mohammed bin Salman. But speaking of current events, hello, Hunter Epic Twitch Gaming. How are you? Good to see you. Dad's gotta hide sometime. That's true. That's what the ad says. As far as I know, that's true.
Sometimes it's about hiding physically, and sometimes it's about hiding what you're feeling.
Sometimes.
Dads, we stand with you.
But Hunter Epic Twitch Gaming, you are just in time. Because we're about to get to everyone's favorite, most tightly scripted part of the show. The most writing takes place in this portion of the show. It's wondrous. We're very glad each week that she's able to be here. Please go wild for the one and only Cynthia Weatherwax! Cynthia, you're muted.
Hey
how
guys.
are you? I see your hair has recovered from our Ren Fair camping.
Yeah, but it's still so itchy. I don't think I deloused it properly.
Yeah. I had to dip myself in multiple barrels of acid.
Yeah, I think I need to try like kerosene or whatever they used to.
That's what I used. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question for the chat. If I get a haircut, same color, different cut, would people be like, "Who is that?" Or would they kind of get
I think they'd get it. If you think there needs to be a change, you change it.
What do you?
If I dyed my hair
Mm-hmm.
brown, would people be like, "Who is that?" Or would they get it? No, that's too far, right?
It just,
too many promo photos.
Yeah.
I want to be like, I made all this merch.
Like, look, it's all this merch. Yeah, Lolly. Who is she? We don't know. What, are you thinking a bob? Are you thinking a big curly updo?
It's so itchy. And it just, I can't maintain.
Mm-hmm. That makes
That's
sense.
the thing about hippie hair, like long and flowy. It takes a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. A lot of effort for trying to seem effortless, you know what I'm saying?
That's not important at all. I kind of zoned out, forgot I was on a show, just thought I was talking to my boys. This is a show, so let's...
Photomom says, go for it. Hunter, Epic Twitch Gaming, says, I have severe face blindness and hasn't learned object permanence. So I don't know if you should take his feedback as, general for the audience.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
He's great at peekaboo, though.
Object permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, what the fuck? Uh-huh.
I'm a new person every week to him. He's like, these guys book.
New
host every time. A lot of female comics, but there's a lot.
I guess you didn't realize that, but that was face farmers the whole time.
Oh, yeah. I thought we were making progress here. Okay.
We're all just face blind.
Well, in the mortal headlines, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Last week in San Francisco, anchovies were falling from the sky. Yet nobody can explain why this is happening. My God.
Bless you.
I'm so embarrassed. Has that ever happened on Kimmel?
I think far, far worse things have happened on Kimmel.
Okay, great.
Like every episode.
Okay, let me start over. In San Francisco, anchovies were falling from the sky. Nobody can explain why this was happening except for one guy in Haight-Ashbury who's got it all figured out.
Cynthia really working on that hippie impression.
I got the hair. In Florida, a pastor was found masturbating outside of a Starbucks. Sorry, I'm a writer. I hate long sentences that have redundant information in them that you already kind of know because it's inferred. So let me just rewrite that.
Okay, yeah.
In Florida, a pastor went to Starbucks. Masturbating is just a given, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. That's all they do. Pastor Bader says Lollabottom. That's pretty good.
Oh,
Pastor Bader.
That's perfect.
Lolly's coming for Cynthia's job.
I know.
She's a lovely gem. I met Lollabotomy at the Run Fair. Okay. Oh my gosh. A recent poll revealed that 6 out of 10 Americans believe that they could be an action star.
My goodness.
Meanwhile, 4 out of 10 Americans have to pretend to be listening through the rest of this date. Summer blockbuster, Jason speeds his Volvo to Costco without a seatbelt.
Oh. Produced by Michael Bay.
God.
Oh my gosh. Nancy Pelosi. This is...
The way you were running around
Here we go.
made it so conversational. Have you heard? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi, over a week ago, because this monologue joke is over a week ago. Nancy Pelosi did go to the Vatican and receive communion, which allegedly was controversial because the Pope gave her communion and she supports abortion rights.
Right.
Honestly, so what? I received communion in high school, even though I was a slut back then. Because sluts love shrimp. And I've been confirmed. You're getting me between a cracker, a little sip of wine. That's why I'm a slut.
A slut's name.
Sorry. Really got me with that one. For a second, I thought maybe you had a bunch of communion wafers that you were about to buy into. They're not that good as food.
I love those things. They're yummy.
It's the
One time I went to a
forbiddenness of it
church.
I like.
One time
What's
I went
up?
to a Catholic church.
Mhm.
Instead of the crackers, the
Yeah.
the name brands, they just like ripped bread.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. It's like the body of Christ. There's like good cuts of meat and bad.
You could choose, a little bit better flesh,
Ground chuck.
It's really eating like the hoof, It's not great.
The hoof of the Lord.
All right. Enough blasphemy. In other news, affluent New Yorkers are getting Botox and bladder surgery in order to avoid stopping to go to the bathroom on their trip to the Hamptons. Apparently, this is a big deal. And crazy enough, the procedure is usually covered by their insurance because these old bags of piss have it all.
Yes,
won't do
they
that.
have it all.
Advisors.
And by all,
All
she
right.
means insurance.
They've got insurance. They've got a life in the Hamptons. They've got everything Cynthia doesn't.
Hamptons and the insurance. Okay, and finally, this is crazy because summer is upon us. Bed Bath & Beyond, in order to save money, has been turning off the air conditioning in their stores to save money.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're also changing their name to. God damn it.
Wait, ma'am, this coupon is expired.
Yeah.
Very long new name for the store.
This is a very interactive model.
Was it-
I like it. There's
was-
less snacks.
Was that Bed Bath & Beyond : wait, ma'am, this coupon is expired? That's the new name of the...
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Because, we're evil, but we're not going to take expired coupons.
No, that would be silly.
Yeah.
That would ruin the margins.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's all I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't need to engage this much.
Gonna have those snacks and
HVAC costs a lot.
see you the night leaves.
I'm just shocked that Bed Bath & Beyond has so many triple net leases. Am I right? Anyway.
What?
They're in real estate. In commercial real estate, you can have multiple different ways to sign your lease. You could have it where HVAC is provided by the overall landlord, or which is a part of your lease, and then by running it during the day, you actually don't save any money. So it could be built into your
Are
lease.
you
cost.
a landlord?
Oh, yeah, I'm evil. I know how to landlord.
Yeah.
It's
You
like,
know how to landlord, or you are a landlord?
I can't say that I am a landlord legally, but there are people currently occupying portions of land that I own,
For
but
money.
it is owned by a shell company held in my name. And my true name, which I do not give out.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet I could guess it.
It's not Carl. I know you're guessing. Give me a guess. What's my true name?
Give us three guesses as to Summers Bane's true name.
Leland.
Okay.
No.
Nope.
Hank.
Ooh.
Okay.
Remember, he's from 16th century Germany originally.
Oh. Braden.
No!
That would be funny if that were... He was the first Skylar.
My parents sucked.
Yeah.
The long line of Habsburg lords. Braden.
Premonition of what
Hank.
would become.
Hence the job.
King Hank the Eighth.
And they shall know my name and no fear. For I will take the first of his name. Son of Skylar.
Ooh, Chad is guessing Colton Melchior, that's a good one from Nick Dance's.
Colton's good.
Bono instead of Bono. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, that's great.
Well, Cynthia, we don't want to keep you from your snacks and other S-letter activities. Do you have any other final thoughts, words of wisdom, or plugs for the audience at home?
Oh, little bags of Cheerios.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Eat in church. Yeah, you can bring in a little bag of Cheerios, but like in it is actually like a little shot of Jameson.
Okay, that's smart. Okay, yeah, that's a smart for any of you going to mass reluctantly, I suppose, Sunday morning.
Yeah. That's for I was not a Sunday morning masser. I was a Saturday night masser.
Ooh,
okay.
Saturday night mass.
Yeah, because this Catholic knows how to get down.
It's like spreading your Sabbath out, you know what I'm saying? It starts in the morning, keeps going.
Then you don't have to go to Sunday.
Exactly.
Smart.
The key is that in the hymnal at the back, I don't know if anyone's actually read those, at the back, it's just a recipe for different types of cocktails.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who reads the Bible?
Only nerds. Well, thank you very much, Cynthia. Take care. Good luck with the new. Keep us updated on the hair situation. Excited to see what you go with. Take care. Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Always nice to see Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
Always great. Well, folks, I know you enjoyed the monologue. Yes, please. Yes, put those emotes in the chat. If you haven't got yourself any of the merch, including a lovely one-piece swimsuit, perfect for any beach or pool excursions. There's stuff with Cynthia's face on it that you should definitely grab for yourself. And we're going to take one more ad break. And then we'll be back. Econ 666 will be in session. He will be revealing the secrets behind the inflation nation. If you're an American, even a little bit, you're going to want to see this one. It's revelations direct from hell. It's going to be mind-blowing. We'll be right back with Bel-Cash-Zzar. Don't go anywhere. Hey, are your kids bored? Family dying for a trip, but you don't have a whole lot of money because the wealthy people are intentionally tanking the economy? I understand. Come on down the hill to Sal's Crooked Carousel. It's not level, but you'll have a whole lot of fun, riding in circles over and over, witnessing the mystical scenery of the carousel as it swoops by and you zoom up and down on the horses. And it's only $10 for all day. That's pretty good, right? I mean, you don't seem super jazzed about it. I don't know if you noticed there's horses with barding, there's unicorns, there's chariots, there's carts. See, there's some armor, there's another cart there. There's all kinds of things you can ride. It's only $10. And I know we're not Disneyland. I know there's no explosions. There's no like weird sexism or old-timey racism embedded because I took that panel off of the carousel, the core portion where you see the woodwork go by. That's gone. So this is it's actually kind of progressive to come right in a carousel if you think about it. It's kind of leftist to come right on it. And it's also traditional, so everyone can come enjoy it. And it's only $10. So I don't know why you're looking at me like that, or you're like kind of tuning out. It's a little bit, it's upsetting, and it's also sad. It's a sad commentary on where you are mentally and where society is mentally, that we can't come together and enjoy a $10 carousel. It's all day. It's not level, but that kind of enhances the fun. So, come on down. Or you know what? Hey, fuck it. Don't. Fuck you. Don't even come. I'm gonna let everyone but you come. Everyone who's cool is allowed to come ride the carousel, $10. You, the guy who's like fucking eyeballing me about this, you can just go fuck yourself. Have fun at Disneyland. It's $1 million for a piece of shitty plastic. Fucking great. Sal got a novel approach to marketing a carousel.
The carousel keeps going left. That's all I'm saying.
The carousel keeps going left.
It is the ultimate
They
leftist
promised that
experience.
after the election, we could push the carousel to the left.
You end up exactly where you started. Damn.
It's a shame. I appreciate your honesty, Sal. Hey, I'm sure Sal would appreciate if you went to his crooked carousel and spent the $10. It's leftist and traditional. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Booty Slapper, thank you for re-upping your sub. Another
Rabbit Man, of course, has a great idea for
Bless you,
new merch, the romper.
a romper. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'll set the Instagrams to work on that. If it's
Figure out how to
popping
do
in the
that.
store,
Find
we'll
a
figure out how to do
romper.
that. Now, folks, we're about to bring out Bel-Cash-Zzar. I just want to remind you. Today, his segment contains a secret word, and that secret word is recession. So when that comes up, go wild in the chat, emote, I don't know, gift a sub, donate $1,000, or just type words and emote. It's up to you. You have a lot of options for going crazy. How does the carousel figure into horseshoe theory? I mean, sort of constant spiral. It feels like an American theory to me. No, but chat, please go wild. The one, the only. It's so good to have him back. Beyond stoked, ready to learn. Go wild for Bel-Cash-Zzar.
Damn, Muskie, baby. You're telling me you pulled out of a $44 billion Twitter deal, but you couldn't pull out while barebacking your executive? Wait, you had twins with her? Oh my God, call that a 2-for-1 split. Oh, damn, you're a wild boy. I'd rather deal with a Twitter lawyer than a baby mama any day. Oh, laugh my ass off, I swear, dude. Oh my God, you are out of control, sir.
LMAO.
Oh, hey, sorry, yo, man, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta do something real quick. Yeah, some Twitch show or some shit. All right, chat later. All right. Guess who's back?
Bel-Cash-Zzar, baby!
Yeah.
Well, isn't my favorite Roe v. Wade warlocks? How was your 4th of July?
There were cannons firing over my tower all night. It was miserable. But can I ask, what do you mean by Roe v. Wade warlocks?
We keep trying to resurrect it. I don't know.
Yes, right? Yeah. Did you enjoy celebrating your limited freedom?
Oh, yeah, that was quite exciting.
Way to celebrate, guys. Kick off right
Woo!
Oh,
Woo! America!
there. Man.
America!
Oh, silly mortals. Freedom is for the filthy rich. Yeah.
Well, then you must be free as can be now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bel-Cash-Zzar.
free and making tons of money.
Ah, there it is, the bell.
Camo.
Yes. Now, it's so funny. The economy is taking a huge shit right now.
Yeah.
And people have the gall to ask me, are you getting knocked around this corner, Bel-Cash-Zzar? Listen, you Twitter Tootsie Rolls, I am the one who knocks. I shake up this shit like the bartender you try to tip a dime bag of cocaine with. Yeah. It's a money skinny. Yummers! Delicious! I like mine extra dirty, but it's good to be back. What a wild and crazy year this has been.
Truly.
Domestic political tension, rampant inflation, crypto collapsing, an oversaturated housing market, and gas prices skyrocketing to Jupiter.
Pretty fun.
It sounds like a rootin' tootin' shit show to me. Now everybody is watching the Feds more than season 4 of Stranger Things, brought to you by Netflix. CNBC sounds like a fucking episode of the Super Friends. Will Biden tame outrageous oil prices? Will Jerome Powell curb demand by raising interest rates? Will they be able to resuscitate this economy from a coma? Stay tuned and find out on this episode of Money vs. Madness!
That was the cold open. Holy
that's the cold open.
Oh,
He's just getting started, folks.
I told you I was coming with the heat today.
Just getting started, folks.
Oh my god.
Cold open.
Now, thanks to the Trump cash dump of 2020, the cost of living is going out of control. As we can see, inflation rates have rose to its worst in the last 40 to 50 years. Yeah. The Fed's natural reaction is to raise interest rates as it's their only weapon to keep the economy in check. Bel-Cash-Zzar, how does raising interest rates help curb inflation? Easy, you simplistic simian. It does that by setting short-term borrowing rate for commercial banks, and then those banks pass rates along to consumers and businesses. Essentially, the federal policymakers aim to make borrowing more expensive so that consumers and businesses hold off from making any investments, thereby cooling off the demand and hopefully holding down costs like Amber Heard's lawyer.
Oh no.
Sounds complicated, and it seems like we need an expert holding the knife. Thank goodness the Biden administration has such an amazing track record this year. So, it is time for you annoying anthropoids to know how to operate in a downtrodden economy, brought to you by Biden. So, there are some market trends and methods that you can use to minimize your investment loss and make this the best 2022 recession ever!
Recession! Recession! It happened. Oh, man.
Now, tip number 1. Everyone is afraid of the big R word, and remember the one from 2008. People, this is not the same thing. Some prime mortgages were a strategic long-term gamble that I took that yielded an insane government bailout and housing crisis that has benefited me for 15 years. And it was 100% not illegal. One more time. Not
illegal.
Yes. This time around, the Fed's printed too much money, and the economy is like your created player on NBA Jam. He's on fire! We're in a different game with a different set of rules. Remember that. Now, tip number 2. While in a recession, commodities usually take a straight nosedive like Goose in Top Gun. Ooh. During the 2008 recession, we saw commodities, steel, wood, energy plummet 40%. These commodities are not going anywhere for a long time and will rebound as they did in 2012. So take this as an opportunity to hoard that shit like a fucking Tolkien character. Now, for longtime fans, if you remember, on March 4th, I predicted the oil reserves would get tapped. That barrel prices would go up to 150.
You did?
Run that clip, Jerry.
I don't have the clip. Who is Jerry?
Jerry, run the goddamn clip.
What are you talking? Wait, what the?
Your 2022 has more shit shows than your subscription to Peacock. Gas is about to be $150 a barrel. Hyperinflation running amok. Russian-Ukraine war is toppling the stock market. Gas is about to be $150 a barrel. Gas is about to be $150 a barrel. $150 a barrel. Hyperinflation running amok. Russian-Ukraine war is toppling the stock market. And Amanda Bynes is trying to appeal her conservatorship. WTF? What the fuck is going on?
Who the hell is
Jerry?
What was it? Insane.
Exactly. Am I a fortune teller? No. I understand market trends, so trust in Papa Bel-Cash-Zzar and buy some commodities. All right. And finally, tip number 3.
Buy commodities.
Tip number 3. Don't save your cash. Inflation is going to decrease the overall value of your money. All right? But Bel-Cash-Zzar, the market has fallen almost 20% in 2022. Listen, you obscene orangutan. You've lost money. Purchase more to average out your losses while everything's on a fire sale. You're gonna bounce like that stock, like Boris Johnson bounced the parliament. Oh, you paper-handed primate! Five!
Let's do it.
The point is to further invest in a bear market while all the idiots are shaking in their shit kickers. The Bel-Cash-Zzar, I don't know what stocks to buy. Well, let me tell you, you buy dippies at Batty Bel-Cash-Zzar in downtown on corner of Alameda and 7th, next to check cashing liquor store and gun laundromat. 40% off Meta, cause I'm Batty. Shopify, 17% off. It's almost free. Zoom, video communication, down 60%. We are going to give it away because I'm Batty. Netflix so cheap, 40% off. Call the police. I know I am Batty, but you don't buy from me. I know you are Batty. Question.
What? Questions?
Incredible.
Go ahead.
Has Amanda Bynes slipped her conservatorship?
That's a good question.
She did not, as a matter of fact.
Okay, understands market trends, but not Amanda.
Well right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda. Chad, if you have any questions, get them in quick. Let's make sure we'll get. Look. How often do you get free financial, not wisdom, but entertainment from hell? Legally, not financial advice. Bel-Cash-Zzar, since the last time we saw you, we are now officially a corporation. Thanks to your insight.
Exactly. Yes,
WizWorld is
you
now
are
a
following
corporation.
my advice. I hope you other hominids are taking notes over here. I brought the idea of bringing some amazing merchandise that I'm going to shamelessly plug right now.
Yep.
Such as phone cases, fanny packs, t-shirts made by the finest Cambodian children for 2 scoops of rice. Yes.
2 scoops.
Cheap labor all the way.
Oh no. There's nothing more evil.
It's almost certainly not made by children, but I don't know if they're being paid much more than 2 scoops of rice. Nick Dances has a question: how to buy commodities? And it's also Pizza Man Brothers' question.
That's an amazing question. Well, shit, look at the time. I gotta go. Remember that cash is king in August.
He's gone.
I knew it was coming. I just thought he would get through a question first. Incredible.
You're a certified financial advisor to figure out how to do that.
Well, bottom me, I just heard. Oh, Bel-Cash-Zzar, I just heard. Well, thank you to Bel-Cash-Zzar. A lot of great information in that segment.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Booty asks, speaking of hominids, are there any NFTs you recommend? I only recommend one NFT, and that's no fucking thanks.
Hashtag WizCoin. All right.
Well, WizCoin's not an NFT. It's an actual
It's a physical coin.
It's an actual physical coin. Kaggle has the only one so far, but we could definitely stock and sell more. And we have decided to peg the value at $1 billion US, and I'm sure every bank will honor that. As for how to buy commodities, well, so the way you can do that is you go to a farmer and you say, hello, I see you have a wheat crop growing. I would like to purchase the wheat crop that you have growing. I want, such and such number of bushels to be delivered to my large, vast commodity warehouse within 6 weeks after the harvest. That's one way. Or if you see, if you know a rancher growing head of cattle or hog, I highly recommend investing in hog. I plan to have
big
a
hog.
whole.
Yeah.
So I plan to have a huge hog. I'm gonna get way into hog this season. part of the reason that we're here, we didn't even get to where we are this week because of the wonderful hype train from you all supporting us right off the bat, keeping the energy going. The energy's been insane from the start of the show. I love it. This is how we thrive. Next week, I should have a herd of some commodities here in the background on this pasture land. We also have to investigate the castle, but we're being allowed free use of the land while we're here.
Yeah,
and I know that Bel-Cash-Zzar would want us to exploit any $0 land lease to its maximum.
Absolutely, definitely get some commodities, some head of cattle.
Yes, get some head of cattle, get some bushels of
start selling meat futures, dairy futures.
Then you need the futures. Yeah,
exactly.
A whole other thing, Clap. Booty just says clap. What type of life insurance should us mortals buy or have? Bel-Cash-Zzar has previously promised to get into life insurance. I'm sure in a future episode he may, but I'm going to hold off on advising you until we hear advice from our advisor, which is Bel-Cash-Zzar. Pizza Man Brother says, Wiz coin, that's when I dropped my wallet into the toilet.
Nice.
And Booty said, how many coins are in there? And Pizza Man Brother says, don't worry about it. Rabbit Man invested in a boss hog, but he keeps getting foiled by those Duke boys. Yes, never invest in the cops. That's always a terrible ROI. Whether you're an individual or a city, county, state, or even for the federal government, universally, police, terrible ROI.
Yeah. I miss when they were just like the Bull Street Brothers. We just pay the local street gangs to be the police,
which makes more.
Although
sense.
It's pretty much the same at this point.
Well, except they're not even. The local street gang at least lived there.
That's true.
They didn't want to kill all their neighbors and friends.
That's right.
But a lot of cops don't even live where they're copping at.
Yeah.
Yes, Lolly. Yes, folks, you should Google LASD gang. So if you're like me and don't use computers, take out your silver scrying bowl, fill it with purified clean water. After doing the 2-hour ritual to cleanse your entire operatory and the bowl and the water, peer in it, and think the words LA Sheriff Department gangs. And I guarantee immediately your scrying bowl will be flooded with all kinds of insane stories and examples of how many gangs there are in the LA Sheriff's Department, how active the gangs are currently, how there's in fact stifling and there's an investigation happening right now into the LA Sheriff's Department gangs, and the gangs are interfering in the investigation, keeping things quiet. They have murdered other cops. They've murdered lots of people, all just to be in a gang that's legally allowed.
Yep, and they've been shut down by the government before for doing just this.
Yeah.
So this is a long history of doing this.
Yeah. And that's why I hang out with a necromancer, because his killing usually makes at least a little more sense.
Yeah.
There's not doing something else coming out of it.
Because I'm going to use that body.
Yeah. Sheriffs don't use any part of the body. They just throw it out.
Exactly. Or I'm going to harvest the soul essence in order to create lighting. You don't realize that.
Lighting.
Like
lighting. Like
low,
accent lighting for
for
one of your rental properties. I mean, you're not a rental property.
Right, exactly. I don't have to replace any light bulbs. And what's real fun is that if you try to like destroy the walls or anything like that, the walls reseal themselves and start to bleed a little bit, and then that's when I come in and do. I give them 48 hours for an inspection notice. I show them bleeding the walls. You tried to hang a picture, didn't you? You know, that kind of stuff. Because the human is stuck in the walls.
Never forget, folks, he is evil. He is my best friend. He's a lovable co-host, but he's still evil. Never forget. We have to get back to
I always make sure I have affordable housing.
Oh, yes. He's evil.
I'm not a monster.
He's not a monster. He isn't charged market rate. By the way,
right.
I
honor vouchers, so just,
Boom. The evil necromancer loves Section 8. I would say, when I was younger, riddles were sort of all the rage. Riddles, paradoxes, you'd meditate on things. Nothing, to me, though, is as baffling as the idea of market rate, and that a landlord is compelled by the market rate to set a rent, even though the landlord sets the rent, and since they're a landlord in the market, they're setting the market rate. So how can you be compelled by something you're doing for yourself?
Well, it's just a big excuse to do it. Let me rephrase it in a way.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
The landlords will tell to each other, because I do get to go to those meetings. Okay,
you have infiltrated the meetings.
Yeah, it's fuck you, pay me.
Oh,
that's
yes.
it.
Yes.
That's their motto. Fuck you, pay me. Yeah, I don't much like that one.
All my life, I wanted to be a landlord. I
can't wait to invest in the capital.
To riches. I wonder if any mortal has ever studied what is more harmful to a neighborhood, the mafia or landlords.
Landlords, 100%.
Probably landlords.
The mafia provides small business loans.
You're saying mafia actually keep small businesses and locals in the community.
Yeah. Look, okay, yes, they burned down that really racist tiki bar that one time, but you know what? That needed to go away.
It needed to go away. Yeah, we don't even have time for this.
That was the
this,
insurance money.
The whole
and you know what? Guess what gets to come back? They get to reopen that store however they want.
That's true. Yeah. The same owner just has a new business.
Right. Yeah, it got squeezed for a little bit,
keeping
and then
the money in the community.
Burst into flames. It's back.
You heard it here, folks. These two wizards have semi-endorsed the mafia. I guess no.
It's a black market for lending.
We're not
That's
endorsing the mafia. We're saying the mafia aren't as bad as landlords. And so if you had to choose one of the two for your neighborhood, you could do worse than the mafia, I suppose is what we're saying. Once again, we have backed ourselves into an ethical corner here on WizWorld Live, right at the end of the show.
I was like,
we're so bad at ending the show, we frequently trap ourselves into disturbing moral quandaries. God, remember riddles, Lolly? Yes, I do. No one wants to solve riddles anymore. No. Gen Z stopped solving riddles, other than the riddle of their own identity and how to exist in a repressive culture. Lollabottom is sitting on a whole bureau full of riddles. Ooh. Lolly, if you ever want to come on the show and do Lolly's Bureau of Riddles, you just read off riddles one by one.
I'd love it.
Let us know. I think that'll be fun. Like a damn Sibian. Howard Sphinx often would have guests come in and answer a riddle live on the air. we should book Howard Sphinx. That seems like a great guest.
Yeah.
I forgot about that guy. He's been off the air so long. Howard Sphinx. Well, okay. We should wrap up before we get into any more dubious statements of support for dangerous organizations. I want to thank you all for coming through. I think everyone's been cheering bits. Frank, Photomom, Booty Slapper, Murakami, 1Q84, Crinkly Fig, Steve Earl Sweatshirt. You're all wonderful. This show would not be nearly as thrilling without all of you fine folks here. I've said it before, it bears repeating, we have the best chat on Twitch.
That's right.
Absolutely the best. And it's so messy almost everywhere else. It's so wonderful to have you here. How are we feeling about Assad? We don't have 7 hours. I want to thank our guests, Cynthia Weatherwax, aka Carolyn Racine. I want to thank, of course, Bel-Cash-Zzar, aka Mike Sanchez. They have stuff with their faces on it. You should get stuff of their faces too. It's neat stuff with water bottles, phone cases, fanny packs, shirts, crop tops, tank tops, blanket. No one's yet bought a blanket, but you're gonna want it when the winter comes around, because I got a feeling this is gonna be the coldest winter for the rest of your life. Summer's Bane, do you have any final thoughts, words of wisdom, or plugs for our dear folks in the audience?
I'm only thinking about the mob now, so I gotta stop. Stay safe out there, especially in the recession.
Oh!
Let's go out like that. Let's go.
Woo! Recession. Engineered recession. The wealthy destroying the world. But the world's still going to be here next Friday. I hope you'll be here next Friday. It's going to be another wonderful show right back here, 8 Pacific. Thank you all. Take care of yourselves. Good night. Thank you. Good night. Okay, Somebody's Bane. We have to... We were getting paid for the mafia stuff, right? Have they sent that check?
Yeah, they sent it. I just don't know if we can cash it.
Why not?
I don't know. They just kind of like winked and slid it around and says, "You wait a little bit before you cash this."
Oh, just wait a bit to cash it?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. It's probably more like if they liked what we said, money will be in that bank. If not, it probably bounces.
That makes sense. Did you hear that Polly Walnuts passed away?
I did hear that. That's
R.I.P.
Yeah. Rest in power.